child might be experiencing difficulties in finding employment, or they're already in employment but have difficulties with their current employers due to their mental health difficulties. So we will support them. So just wanted to also touch on a non-therapeutic intervention that we do offer as well at our roots. It's called the African Healing Circles. And with the African Healing Circles, it's very much anybody's welcome. You don't have to have a mental health condition to attend these African Healing Circles, but these were created to really address certain traumas, build resilience, and create cohesion within the communities. Of course, we do know we are a minority in England, and there are various, whether it's unconscious bias, whether it's cultural racism that we might be experiencing, or systematic racism that our children or ourselves might be experiencing. So we do have these African Healing Circles that help us discuss and address some of this trauma that people might be experiencing, but also looking at how we can support each other, support our children to live in the wider community. And I think someone might ask, what kind of traumas might someone experience? And these are some of the statistics. And whilst they might look like just statistics or numbers, but actually these things really do happen on a day-to-day basis. So the Children's Commissioner report found that 1 in 4 Black children are strip searched by police compared to our white counterparts. So this is a real issue. And under the age of 15, those children who are under the age of 15 are subject to intimate searches. So it's about then having those discussions, whether it's with our Black boys, about if you're stopped by the police, how you should conduct yourself, but also raising awareness within the wider communities as to why is it that Black children are more searched compared to their counterparts. And we also do know Black women are 4 times more likely to die during pregnancy or in childbirth. And we found that Professor Khalil said that it could be due to unconscious bias from the professionals, the healthcare professionals, or kind of structural racism within the NHS services. So these are some of the things that we need to be aware of. If you do attend our healing circles, we do, again, you can come in whenever and just attend one session, and we look at how we can support each other, how we can support children, whether you've got any experiences. We've got an advocacy service where we're trying to help and support our children and support ourselves as well as individuals. We've also got the well-being activities. We have a Saturday club. Currently, we've got about 100 children registered. So that's more so the community arm. The other one was the professional arm. So this is the community arm where children attend on the Saturday club every Saturday. And they've got maths and English teachers. And they will get involved in other activities as well, other sports activities, well-being activities, again, promoting their well-being, discussing some of these difficult issues and how they should be conducting themselves within communities. We've actually we had about 11 candidates this year, and all our candidates have got Bs and above. So we are really proud of them. And they're going on, we've got a couple who are going on to university, and then we've got about 9 who are going on to study their 6th form, and we've got some of them here today. So we really are proud of them. And our Saturday clubs, the support that is offered for our children. And that is me. If you've got any questions, we've got our stand outside and our leaflets. If you'd like to refer or know a little bit more about our referral processes, please feel free to ask us. Thank you so much for listening.
Janet, don't leave. Stand there for me. Has anyone got a question for this lovely lady about our roots? Anyone? You see? Please ask questions. I came to work, eh? Make my job easy. Thank you.
Thank you. That was really a nice presentation.
It's on, just speak up.
I would just like to understand from you if we people who are like clients or patients who need your services across the board, we may refer patients for virtual services, or how can we work together?
Thank you, Janice.
So again, we do accept referrals from anyone, as long as someone's registered with a GP in Birmingham, and we would take on a referral, triage them to ensure that they meet, because we are only a primary care service. So if they don't meet the primary care service needs, then we would refer them on to secondary care and other services. So we're more than happy. We do work alongside other professionals.
Is your question answered? No. Can she ask again, please?
Yes, sure.
Want to clarify something. These are questions Ugandans, but sometimes we having gaps in such services. We want services that be across the border, but you would create like a private payment scheme online. Like you ask for payment for your service, but you're going to help these clients over there. And it's a virtual world now. You can't continue seeing patients in silos in different areas. Yeah? So that's what I'm trying to.
So you mean outside, when you say across the board, like in Uganda?
Yeah,
whether
you can bring our patients from Uganda, but virtually.
Yeah.
And then you can create an online payment service. Well, they will not have a GP based in Birmingham, but they will benefit from your service.
That is something that we're not offering at the moment, but we can certainly look into. Because currently, actually, what I forgot to mention, we've got a Please Help Me service for the young people, and this service is run by the youth. So it's just, there's a number that's being provided to all the children that they can call if they're experiencing any mental health problems or anything that they might be going through as teenagers do, and they don't feel comfortable to discuss it with their guardians. So they're able to contact this number and speak to another youth member who's able to listen to them. And obviously, if there is any potential kind of risk issues, those would be raised and escalated accordingly. But in terms of your question, yes, that's something we can look into, but we don't have at the moment, but certainly we could look into, yeah. Thank you.
Another question for you, Jan.
Mine's not a question. From my question, this is about the government. I think it's an opportunity for you to sit with the doctor and then see what kind of partnership you can make in order to benefit our clients, and by that time will be your clients. So I think you can share your contacts so that you can use that opportunity.
Yes, certainly we will do.
Anyone else? Questions? You raise your hand, right?
My interest would be, we've had a very beautiful presentation from you. We at least can now understand and easily relate the support you're providing to the community in regards to mental health services as professionals around us and near us, and ensuring that at least we still can continue to have our children relating to us and to where we belong and we come from and where we are in the world. But as the convention interest, we would be very, very interested under the theme of this year to understand our potential as Ugandans or British people residents in the UK where is our investment potential in what you people are doing. It's a beautiful thing that you're doing. Yes, we see the work, we feel it, we attend it. Residents of Birmingham are so proud of that whole scheme and the benefits of the scheme. But to a person who doesn't live here, I understand that question is already being answered by asked by doctor, but where are the opportunities of, say, out from the health world, where can we come in to invest? Somebody who is coming from Uganda, how can they benefit from this thing? Or other partnerships that we're having here today, how can we come up to understand our potential in supporting you to support us so that we can move together in investment opportunities? It could be that you can't take us on now because it's the NHS, it's really border closed, like I understand as I work for the government of the UK. But where can you direct us for that investment opportunity?
We've got the community arm. So in terms of the community arm, then yes, we can look at further investments in terms of not just helping, because obviously with the professional arm, that's under the National Health Service. So, but the community arm, we could look at getting some investments and working, as doctors say, widely, broadly with Ugandans who are experiencing mental health who don't necessarily live in this country.
One of the things which people talk about what is successful. Success is not just to have the money. Success is being creative. And you can only become creative if you are knowledgeable.
Yeah.
If you are not knowledgeable, you cannot have success. Because success equals to creativity. All the successful people you are seeing in life, they are creative. They create ideas. Like today, everyone was talking about, okay, if I start my agro farm, that is being creative. You're creating an idea. You're creating a kind of a mission to yourself so that you can devolve towards that and you have a result of it. Towards the result of it, creating that company or an idea gets you to the freedom and option and what? Choice. The second point which I will take, all of us will want that freedom and option and choice, but we procrastinate on our action. I will tell you, so many of us, we want to do great things. So many of us will have a lot of great ideas. I'll tell you today, we have been well informed. The information now we have it, the basics of it. We have been able to sit here and listen to each person who has been here, who is giving us all the information we are collecting. But we have one disease. It's procrastination. Procrastination is the disease which steals a lot of our dreams. It is a disease which steals a lot of our opportunities. We are not going to reach to those opportunities if we procrastinate, because there will not be any chance of us to take action. Because if you procrastinate, by the next time you realize that you need to take action to something, that will be long gone. If we procrastinate, I'll continuously give an example to the table here, because they have talked about a lot of important things which are attached to us. If you procrastinate and you don't get a chance to get Brian's contact or get to know how Brian can support you in his department, you are missing that opportunity. You'll be now calling Liz, can you connect to me, Brian? Then Liz tells you, oh, I need to first talk to Brian if he allows me to give you his number. Then that is now becomes what? A process. Through that process, you procrastinate, because when you tell Liz, she will forget. When she calls Brian, then they will talk about other things. Then say, oh, I'll tell him next time when I call him. You see how the journey continues being long and longer when it would have been what? Short. So, in our next step, by after having the information, take the action. So many people ahead of us in life, not because they are so knowledgeable, not because they got some money somewhere, or not because they are given an opportunity somewhere. So many of us, you can have opportunities, but if you don't take action on those opportunities, you still be behind. It doesn't matter whatever position you are in. If you don't take the action right away, you can never be in the same position as the other person. So the main important thing, when you seize an opportunity, when you get the information, take action on it. And the moment you take action on that, you're going to see the next phase. So usually, I'll share with you. I designed this roadmap according to the business which I do. And that business is real estate. Most of us here, to building wealth, one of the greatest 3 assets of investment, real estate is part of it. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So, if real estate is part of it, I designed this roadmap for those who want to invest in real estate. It's commonly focused on to those people. Because when you look at my step 3, I talk about deal finding. But then I will phrase it to the general understanding of economics or business or anything. So refer to this not looking at the deal of how finding a property which to buy or an idea of an investment which you're going to invest in. Because I know we get an opportunity whereby someone from Uganda or someone from here comes to you and says, there's this opportunity of a deal which I want you to invest in. Because now you have the knowledge, you're taking action, now you're trying to find deals so that you get the money, which bring in what? The money. Because if you find investment opportunity which is in existence, which you want to invest in, now, because already you have educated yourself about it, that's why I tell people who sell us properties, I tell them, for example, in the world where we live by here, we have what they call realtors, not so? I tell someone, it is really important that when you sign up with a realtor or when you work with a realtor, they have to be a kind of person who is willing to share as much knowledge as possible with you, because already you are paying them. Already it is now your time to make the proper investment, because you can be well informed, you are taking the action, but you're making the wrong choices. This is where it says finding money. It's like that's the time for you to make the right choice of investment. Choosing and saying, okay, am I in the right position now to make that investment? Because I know commonly when we come to these countries, they say, oh, it's hard, you cannot buy a property here. Oh, you need to have this certain job to buy a property here. But I want to challenge that. I was one of the people in America who really pushed the campaign to help Ugandans to own where we are. Because now we have stuff in Uganda. But I will tell you, you cannot win in this land also if you don't build yourself in this land. You can only build a foundation here, and that foundation will have all these other attachment to it, which can allow you to do more back home. Because you imagine the people already back home, they'll build a foundation. They're saying, okay, I'm stopping to rent, I'm buying my property where I'm buying or I'm building where I'm staying. For you who is here, that's why you go back home and you say, hey, Michael, I've been to UK for 10 years, but I've gone back, I found my friend, he has built a house like this, big like this. Why not me in UK have not done it? Because you remained away from the system of understanding. Now you have moved here. You need to build a foundation here. As you build a foundation here, you had the lady here talking about from the embassy, bring your friends. She was not just only talking about like, okay, you are here as a Ugandan, but as you have become a Ugandan here, you have built a foundation here. For the people she knows as potential, you can take back home with to invest with you. And I call upon all of us, like, as you build a foundation here, build a network. Because commonly, most of us, we don't build a network when we get here. We just stay among ourselves. No, I don't deal with Ugandans. Or I don't deal with these people. No, stop that. The campaign is that we have to build a unity. And that unity is what is taking us forward together. Yeah. And together we will win. That's how together she said there's what we call the PP, where the government works with private sectors. We have done that in affordable housing. Some of you are here saying, oh, how can I do more programs back home in Uganda? Right now, me and my team, I got a team of people, we go together and we say, we want to do affordable housing in Uganda, not just talk about it like we see it abroad. No, how do we copy the systems? We bring them back home. How do we copy the system? We attach ourselves to the government and we support the system. It's about unity. It's not politics. Unity. And that's what, for me, I'm teaching here today. So, as I know I have short time, in all that, I emphasize on acceleration. Because I know commonly, some of us, we get comfortable. You find someone has an opportunity to invest in something and they say, okay, you know what? I'm making 10K, I'm okay, I'm comfortable now. Why am I even moving? No stress. Every day I'm earning. But in life, there is something which is called seasons. Even in, they talk about, I will refer to the Bible where it talks about the seasons of plenty and the seasons of drought. So you should be ready that today you're earning that 10,000, but how secure is that 10,000? Because the season of drought is never far away. It's always nearby. And I'm telling you, it is so short, but it's the longest. Mm-hmm. Because in most cases, when that season comes, that's when people start thinking about, oh, I need to acquire knowledge. And that was in the beginning point.
Our humble apologies for delaying things slightly. You'll have noticed that trying to drive around Birmingham at the moment is not the easiest of things. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I know that many of you will have been here before, but those who haven't been in this city, welcome to Birmingham, welcome to my city. I'm extremely proud of our city's diversity and social cohesion, a cohesion that resulted in the city avoiding headlines like some of the other cities in recent weeks. We are also a very young city, a city where nearly 50% of our citizens are under 40 years of age. A city where our universities are recognised as some of the best in the world, if not the UK, and where they continue to attract many students from overseas. Such is their reputation. But I think one of the key attributes that we are recognised for in this city is our friendliness and our welcoming nature. So long may it last, and welcome to you. Of course, it has to be acknowledged that in Birmingham, it has been grabbing the media headlines for other reasons at the moment, as the City Council continues to address its financial issues. However, as Lord Mayor, I can assure you that no matter what happens within the walls of the Council House, which is just up the road a little bit, the city is very much open for business. Indeed, Birmingham outstripped many of the other cities in the country for inward investment last year. The HS2 train line, when complete, will see us even more attractive to businesses as they seek viable alternatives to London as operational bases and headquarters. And we already have organisations such as Deutsche Bank, HSBC, Pricewaterhouse, and even the government themselves have recognised the benefits of basing key services here in Birmingham. Our IT sector is one of the fastest growing sectors in the country, one where companies and organisations recognise Birmingham as a place to be seen and to be attracted to. As Lord Mayor, I am excited by what I believe the city can offer to investors and to companies. An environment where they can exchange ideas and share the benefits between countries looking for a UK base. And I certainly hope that Uganda and the British Ugandan community will play a key part in nurturing those relationships. So I would just like to finish by again saying welcome to Birmingham. It is my city, it's a city I love. And to those of you here from afar, a very, very warm welcome. But equally important, I'd like to thank those of you who have made Birmingham your home and already contribute so much to our city and to our culture. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen, in your respective capacities, all dignitaries observed. My name is Princess Omkungu Liz Ricketts Namtevi. For those who have been here for the last day and today, and only to the mayor and the mayoress who may not understand the local language of where I come from, Omkungu means I'm on the committee of the Uganda Kingdom, our king. Out of the 52 tribes in Uganda, I belong to one of the tribes, and I'm an honorable member of parliament in that kingdom. So, Omkungu simply means honorable member of parliament. Yeah, but not forgetting that we have the honorable members of parliament from the central government. We've got one over there, so the governments are completely different. So that's it. So I'm a social worker, a registered social worker in this country. I've worked for Birmingham for the last so many years, more than 17 years. I've worked for Birmingham as a social worker. So I have a great interest in health and social care. I am a registered care manager as well, so still the interest in health and social care is very high there. In agriculture in Uganda, and I'm into real estate in Uganda. The main reason of this organizational function was mainly the way it came about. I was filming whatever I was doing on YouTube, and at one point it went viral. So people enjoyed farming that I was doing over the phones and videos when I'm living in England, but I'm farming in Uganda. So many people wanted to do it. I would have phone calls and I'll be teaching people and mentoring other people. So it became too much because it was very taxing on my daily life. So I decided to put an idea down of gathering people together who are interested in investing in these different places to come together. We stay around and share information, share ideas with evidence-based, because if you've seen me on YouTube doing it and you're seeing me here today talking to you, that's already evidence-based. You can do it because you've seen me have done it. So I spoke to a number of people, which people I may not introduce one-on-one, but I'll just request all the organizing committee to stand up. The people who listened to my idea before it was born in this country, they believed in me and they worked with me. The organizing committee in Birmingham, please just stand up so the mayor can recognize. That's an adorable team that works day and night. That team has got a lot of professionals. We've got clinical directors, we've got nurses, we've got social workers, we've got renal pharmacists, we've got plumbers, we've got auxiliary nurses, we've got everything you mentioned. And above everything, these people are parents, they've got families. This work we do for this convention is charity work. So people give out time out of their busy schedule. They have to pay taxes and they have to pay the council tax. So to come here and share their durable time with people. We don't work in isolation, because if we are connecting the two communities, where we came from and where we are now, we want to appreciate those communities and to understand that, you know what, we are not lost in transition. Yes, we are British, we live here, but we came from somewhere. There is always going to be that attachment. At the end of the day, we will lose out if we don't put our feet steady on the grounds we choose to live. So that's why we also have another organizing committee from Uganda. We've got different people, and can we have the organizing committee from Uganda please stand up and we show our appreciation. Over here, this side, yeah. We've got Haj Umar Mulema, and we've got Haj Medi Mulema and Umar Patogole. Those are our moguls from real estate in Uganda. The main reason why we looked at people of substantial value to our interests as people living in the diaspora, because there are so many stories that possibly you may not relate with. When we live here and we try to do something back home, there was a trend of people being robbed by either families or friends. So what we do now, it used to be that you send money to someone, they will go and take pictures of anyone's house, send it to you, and they tell you, I've constructed for your property. So by the time you reach home, there is nothing. So what we do now, we bring the real people doing those businesses, not sending relatives or friends. So they come here with everything that everyone needs to know about purchasing land, renting, condominium law, because that's something new in Uganda, we didn't have it before. They come here, they teach the nurses, and they tell us everything that we need to know about that. So we've got the representatives from the Uganda High Commission. So we have the team, which will be giving a small speech in your presence. We've got Miriam, who has led the delegation, and that's the same delegation that have got the NERA people outside. Can we have the delegation stand up, please? Yeah. That's the delegation from the Uganda High Commission. So they look after us and they are always present when we invite them to give us that reassurance, and they keep sensitizing the people who have lived here long, who have been short, about different policies in the system, different things where we can benefit as people living in diaspora, and how they can support. They are our immediate link with the country back home. So we do appreciate it. We've got the representative of the Uganda Kingdom, that is a representative of the Kabaka of Uganda, Omubaka Salongo Chibuka. So we have someone who is keeping us in check in regards to culture. So yeah, whatever you see is the one to be blamed if the culture doesn't really sit properly with what you expect. We've got other representatives, people who are participating, and they are flown directly from Uganda. We've got religious leaders. Can we have the religious leaders stand up, please? There are quite many. And these are all from different sects of religion that we all believe in. We have got our Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Nsereko Muhammad. The Lord Mayor, we have the President of Uganda Nurses and Midwifery Association. This is an association which has been in place for some time, and it brings Ugandans under the medical field for nurses and the midwives. And we have an organization in Birmingham which I believe has rubbed shoulders with your office a number of times, probably before you went into office. We have an organization that a stall outside you just visited, that is keeping Ugandans as a community together. Where we come from, like I mentioned before, we come from a country with 52 local languages, which means we have 52 local tribes. So each person comes from a different area of the country, but we have a place where we can go and gather together as Ugandans with no divisions, and it's called Our Roots Center. Our Roots is one of the stalls you've gone through. They have a professional hand which deals with things professionally, and they have another hand which deals with us, people who are connected to it, as the word states is, Our Roots. Yeah. So can I have the Our Roots representatives led by Uncle Patrick stand up so that the mayor can recognize your work? These people are doing a great deal of work in the well-being of people in England, mainly Birmingham, because they have gatherings, they invite us for different things. We have that, we keep connecting through them on various levels, and we get different support from these people. We have a new group which was born because we have witnessed the Ugandan Nurses and Midwifery Association, and we've loved the objectives. And we also came to realize that other professionals have not been into such organizations, organized organizations that can lead to different objectives. This year, we have come up with an organization of Ugandan social workers and other professionals in the UK. Can we have the representatives stand up, please? The ones who are available now. William, I'm going to belong to that association. So any other professional that is here and you don't belong to the Ugandan Nurses and Midwifery Association, we have the Uganda UK social workers and other professionals. So please register and we do things jointly for a better tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to stop here and I will invite the ambassador to come and welcome the mayor and the mayoress.
A very good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all in your respective capacities. The Lord Mayor and the Mayoress, we are so humble to be in your city. Thank you for accepting us, welcoming us, and embracing us. I would like to thank the UK government for good work they've been doing with the government of Uganda, and especially in the Commonwealth. I remember in King Charles' coronation statement, he emphasized 3 C's, and these 3 C's were Commonwealth, conservation, and climate change. And all this applies so much, and it relates so much to Uganda. And it's one of the reasons that we are gathering here tonight in your city to discuss the King's interest. We want to appreciate you so much for embracing diversity in your city. Diversity is strength. Where there is diversity, you get diverse ideas, you are rich. It is wealth. We thank you for giving us space and opportunity to exist within your city. I would like to present and appreciate the Ugandans living in Birmingham for the good work you are doing with the city of Birmingham to serve humanity. Lord Mayor, Ugandans are known as the most hospitable people on the planet Earth. We are not only beautiful in appearance, we are beautiful at heart, and it makes it very good for us to serve in the field of humanities. That's why when they were introduced to you, you found social workers, you found nurses, we have doctors, all in the fields of humanities. It is an area I call for every Ugandan to see that everyone coexists and everybody lives with a smile. We look forward to having a beautiful world where everyone has a space and they live happily. So we want to thank you for giving them such opportunities to serve the globe within your city. And we want to thank you for the responsibilities that you've entrusted in their hands. A number of them are holding offices, high-profile offices, that really, indeed, we must thank you for giving them the opportunity. They are not aliens in your city. When we arrived, they were welcoming us, and they gave us a home feeling because you did that to them. We thank you so much for that opportunity. And to you, our citizens, I would like to appeal. Let's keep the image of our country. You began so well, and let's uphold it. Lord Mayor, Uganda has a long history with the United Kingdom. It got so famous when Her Majesty the Queen sent Winston Churchill to his African travel. Winston Churchill traveled all of Africa, he traversed it. And when he returned, said, Your Majesty, I went to Africa. I moved, I traversed it, but there is a place for the fauna, the flora, the wildlife, the people. It's indeed the Pearl of Africa. So the flame of Uganda began getting popularized by the United Kingdom. So when we walk into the United Kingdom, we have that relationship that stretches all the way back. And we really appreciate that relationship, which makes us feel at home in your city, sir. These people gathered here today are contributing home through your support. You've given them space to work hard, and they are transferring knowledge and everything back home. They are doing a lot of charity, voluntary work. During their holidays, those in the medical field go and serve in our hospitals. They organize camps, and we really appreciate you for that. In a nutshell, I was just here to welcome and appreciate the work that you're doing with us, and we will sometime request your city to partner or to twin with some of our cities in Uganda for experience sharing. We have a lot of opportunities that we can gain from each other. And thank you very much, and thank you to all of you. May I have take this opportunity to welcome my brother, Honorable Muhammad Seriko. He is a member of Parliament of the City of Kampala. Thank you. You're welcome.
My Lord, the Lord Mayor of Birmingham, and Our Lady, the Mayors, Excellencies from the Diplomatic Corps, from the High Commission of Uganda, the leadership of this investment forum, Ugandans in the diaspora and well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My Lord, it's a pleasure to be here before you in your own city in Birmingham. And I would like to extend greetings from the people of Kampala to you. The people of Uganda and the people of Kampala in particular would like to extend their sincere appreciation for your acceptance of this occasion to be part of the occasions that are organized in Birmingham. It shows the confidence that you have in our citizens that are here, but also the goodwill and acceptance that your city expresses to the whole world as the city of warmth and diversity. The history of Birmingham clearly expresses itself as the city of silver and gold. And why not? We are ready and excited to be part of the two-way advantages and the two-way innovations that we can come up with in order to strengthen and deepen our ties and integration economically and socially. Economically, Uganda offers very many opportunities like you have, just like Ghana. Now, the difference is that Uganda offers more. Can I tell you about Uganda now? Uganda offers a diversity of people and culture. Like you had, I've never heard of a country that has 50 million people with 52 tribes and languages. So just imagine how we interrelate, your Lord and the Mayor, how we interrelate in the capital city when all those tribes are there. But the beauty with all those people is that every one of those persons is receptive to every other person. We are warm hearted and we welcome them. So in Uganda, there is nothing like those that are super. All of us are Ugandans, all of us are people, and all of us are equal. So that's the same we've seen with the people of Birmingham, even when we are hard of the recent riots, who are scared and saying, what is wrong? What is happening? To the people that brought civilization to our country. What has gone wrong? But they told us in Birmingham, everything is okay. So thank you, the Lord Mayor and your council, for ensuring that no one is scared for living and investing in the United Kingdom, but particularly in Birmingham. We would like to thank our leadership here for the opportunity. We would like to say we are ready as well. As a city of innovation in mainly finance and information and communication technology, which is Birmingham, we also say we are ready to bring in investment, mainly in innovative technology, disruptive technology in medicine, but also in artificial intelligence and other capacities. So in the next or in future, we'll have a forum to show you what we have from Uganda, from the innovative part of it, whether it's in form of agriculture innovation, health and medicine through telemedicine, banking and fintechs, etc. We are always ready to share from that platform. In the same way, we are ready to receive a lot of innovative ideas from you, mainly in the field of transport and infrastructure development, energy, finance and banking, as we root it that way in Africa. In such a way, we shall build the synergy that we deserve, and then move to what we call the slogan of Birmingham, which is saying forward, forward, and forward we should go. I would like to thank the organizers for this opportunity and thank you for having spared your time from your busy schedule to come and attend this ceremony. May the good Lord bless you and God bless the King, for God and my country. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I believe in energy, right? Yeah. And right now it looks like you guys are ready to go to bed. So I want hello everyone. Hello everyone. So by the way, I'm that guy. You know, I like to have a good time. So today later on we have a party later on. So come and find me. But in my professional situation, I'm a pharmacist. So grew up in Uganda, came here when I was. What was I, 16? 15. I was 16, sorry. Yeah. I was 16, that's my mom. I know my age. Yeah. Anyway, so I did my A-levels here, and so when I came here, I was a bit, you know when you come from back home, you don't know what you kind of want to do, but I did my A-levels, did my A-levels at Matthew Bolton, so very good college, thank you, Mayor. Very good college, and somehow I realized my potential. I wanted to be a doctor. I'm glad I didn't become a doctor. I'm glad I became a pharmacist because I work with doctors and I kind of tell them what to do. Because so I'm a ward-based pharmacist. I've specialized. So last year when I came here, I was just a pharmacist. Now I'm a senior renal pharmacist. So essentially. So one of the speakers yesterday asked people, what makes you happy? And what he said, life is about progress. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you're progressing, as long as you're better tomorrow, that's the key thing. And guess what, I'll progress now. I'm a senior renal pharmacist. Who knows where I'll be next year? But essentially what I do is like, when your kidneys fail, essentially, kidneys, anyone knows what homeostasis is? Homeostasis? Anyone? So what you got is you got almost like something, a thermostat that monitors your system in the body, and the kidney is part of it. When it fails, essentially regulation fails in your body. So what I do, we're taking the next level. If your kidneys fail so much, you either get a transplant or you go on dialysis. So essentially what I do then, I deal with transplant patients and dialysis patients. And what happens, because your body is always like changing around times. So for example, you go see your doctor, if you've got high blood pressure, you see your doctor maybe every month or every 2 monthly. If you're in dialysis or you're in a kidney transplant patient, things change weekly or daily. So we see these patients all the time. So what we got set-like clinics. Essentially, it's like you got clinics almost every city, and Birmingham is good at this. And also you got also like online as well. So what I do, I see your bloods, then I monitor it, and I'm like, hey, by the way, that medication I told you yesterday to take, sorry, I know I'm confusing you, don't take it today. And people find it so confusing, like, oh, my doctor is confusing me, but essentially it's like, and also you give people lifestyle advice, you give people, kind of like things to do day to day. But it's very good here in England, and even England is just growing. So we didn't have set-up clinics years ago, now it's growing. What you got, I wonder if it's just growing here, I wonder what's happening back home. And that's what I'm curious about, I wonder if it's just a growing thing here. I wonder if people just, think like, all my days, I'm nauseous. When you're nauseous sometimes it's because you're dehydrated and your kidneys are failing. So I wonder what we can do back home. Hence, yesterday, so one of the ladies, where's our doctor?
She has stepped out. She has stepped out.
Oh, don't step out right
Yes.
now when I'm speaking. So I want to engage with her because, I've been here, I've studied here, but also I want to understand what the demographic is back home. How can we actually, I know people are living longer, but what's the quality of life? How can we enhance that, How can we make people understand that, listen, you're in Uganda, in UK they tell you, drink a liter of water. It's like Uganda is water, maybe drink 3 liters. How can we make people understand that, hey, don't have too much salt, do this and that? How can we actually engage to get more involved, like in prevention more than cure? Because when you don't prevent things get more complicated. So that's my demographic. I'm only starting out, I'm growing maturely and I'm going career-wise, and my mom won't disagree. I was a bit late today, and she didn't agree with my shirt that I was wearing, so I had to change it. But I'm getting there. But the key thing, let's grow together. I hope when we meet next year, I hope we're in a better place, and I hope I can understand the demographics. So I'm looking to go back home. I don't go back home often enough. I'm looking to go back home quite often, just to understand what's going on. Is there a market for this? Are people getting ill from kidney disease? Are people getting from other things? And then I hope I can kind of like engage more and maybe connect Uganda to NHS and that kind of thing. Because a lot of doctors here go to Uganda for placements. What are they learning? If I engage with that kind of community, maybe we can get foundations, because, who moves alone, you move alone. But if you move with a village, you can grow a lot of things. I remember, to wrap up, I can talk forever, but to wrap up, I remember when I graduated 3 years ago, I posted something on my Instagram, and it says, it takes a whole village to raise a man. And you know what, I can't do nothing without you guys. So I hope if we plan together, we can find common interests, and then we can do something, who knows? All right? Nice meeting you guys.
Thank you, Harry. That was a bit of energy. Thank you so much. So we've got the version of the young ones here, the UK. We need to get more of this with a lot of energy. When I was your age, I was even more energetic. But now a woman of my age, it's very hard to do some things. When you go on the 4th floor, you just be thinking of 5th floor and then the other 6th floor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite a gentleman, a businessman, a father, a friend, Mr. Umaru Katongo, just to say hello. He's coming with Haj Medi together, and then Haj Medi will tell us details about how to get a house, an apartment, a good place, a retirement place in Uganda, and how you can get that. Can you get that on mortgage? Can you pay cash? And all the rules and regulations that go with that department. I welcome you gentlemen together. Please, if you don't mind, please a round of applause as they come to speak. Thank you. He's going to say hello to us. Welcome, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this convention. This is our second year, and I see the progress. We shall make it. Let the director say something. Thank you. The Lord Mayor, the Mayoress, Ambassador, Honorable Sereko, Abakungu ba Kabaka, the religious leaders, the President and the Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. My names are Haj Ahmed Mulema, the Director of Unihomes Uganda and Dembe Property Agents. The speaker who has been here before, the gentleman in Bazira, was very energetic. Thank you very much for giving us a vibe. As I speak, I personally, I studied in Uganda, Makerere University, Bachelor of Social Sciences, and I also studied Bachelors of Laws in University of London. So my Ugandan who has lived here and returned back home to do business. So I'm an example of you. Just picture yourself being part of this journey, making a real estate business vibrant back in our country, Uganda. I personally have been doing this for the past 10 years, and I have to assure you that Uganda is still a virgin place for such a business of real estate. I've worked alongside my team, the Hearts of Kampala, and we've had structures crafted with a local perspective, but on standards of an international basis. For companies, we have successfully run these estates, companies like Kensington Estates, Chirana Jelanari Estates, Chico Golf Estates, where we have plots and different properties, apartments, Chanja Hillside View, Najera Estate. We have an estate in Chiwatule, and also another one in Chanja. So you wanted to know about how to get a house or apartments. We offer plots and you can pay installments. Remember last time when I was here, I encouraged you people to save, and I just can't wait to see how much you have saved. You need to see me after during dinner time and you tell me how much you have saved so far, and we see how to move forward. We have condominiums which range from $30,000. I'm not sure how much that is in pounds, but $30,000 a home for $100,000 for the beginners. Apartments, $30,000. So we can help you to construct an apartment or a home back home, right? So I would like to encourage you people of Birmingham to invest back home, because Uganda is still a very good place to invest in terms of real estate. It has a growing economy with a GDP of 6.5% by 2022, and a political stability. Honorable can confirm that our country is politically stable for doing business. So we have a good environment, ranked 116th globally by the World Bank. Our business models built on a $1 equation principle, ensuring maximum returns on investment. For those who studied economics, you know what we mean by the return of investment. You can invest $50,000 and it can in land, which can yield you around 20% per annum. You can invest $100,000, but in a residential that can yield you 8% per annum, and also invest $500,000 that can yield you around 12%. Uganda real estate market is growing at a rate of 10% from 2020 to 2022. And the country also has a housing deficit. There are a couple of millions of people, like our Honorable said, who are not landlords. So there is a deficit in real estate. You can come and invest. The population growth is on 5.5% annually, which demands more properties, commercials and residential. The estimated value of Uganda real estate market is 10%. That's 10% annually from 2020 to 2022. And also an average return of 20% on investment in the real estate market. We have projects that we have completed and invested in, of course, with different companies, like the Kensington Estate, which is valued at $10 million. Since I wrote, but most of the homes were bought. There is roughly none. So I encourage you people of Birmingham to come and invest back home, and also encourage your families for the real estate business. As we said, the processes of the land titles, we have our companies, they can always guide you on how you can protect your land through government entities and also have the correct documentation. I understand people here, you keep sending money, constructing projects, and by the time you reach in Uganda, there is actually nothing. So we are there to help you, those who want to do their investments, and you find they exist. Lord Mayor, you can also get some time and come and visit Kampala, since the Honorable MP is here with us, and you see what is happening there. I know we need roads. We are still working on roads, so be aware of that. So I thank you very much for the people who have attended the Birmingham Convention. Those who were here last year and those who have come down today. If you want to buy land, buy a house, an apartment, do for you construction, management, farming, we are the people to contact. You contact Uni Homes and then the brokerage. My partner is here, Ajumba Katwangole, and also Ricketts, work together with us, based in Birmingham. Really, that's it for the estates, unless if you have some questions, because in the interest of time, we don't want to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Question?
Honorable Wasoma. Wasoma.
Yeah, apartments. You talked of apartments and starting from $30,000. Is it one apartment, or is it kind of an estate of apartments? So what is the 30,000 is what? How many? If you get what I'm asking. So it can be one unit, 2 units, or block, with how many units in?
That's one apartment on the block of apartments. So it's more or less like a condominium. Thank you.
How many rooms?
That is a one-bedroom apartment.
Oh. No. Okay.
Thank you so much, Haj, for that knowledge that we've got from you. So you know now what to do when you have to save your money. If you get your first pension, you know where it goes. You take the money with you and buy somewhere to be happy in. Ladies and gentlemen, the next person, I don't have the power to invite him. I'll invite someone above me to invite that person to come over. You're welcome, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the Omubaka wa Ssaabasajja Kabaka to the United Kingdom, Ssaalongo Kibuuka. Thank you very much. It's my voice, by the way.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Your Worship the Mayor, gentlemen and the senator from the embassy, Honorable Seleko, the president of Birmingham Uganda Convention, and the organizing team. Thank you so much for organizing this event. It's such a brilliant event. And thank you for inviting us to be here this afternoon. I want to first start by commending the organizers for inviting us here. This is such a lovely event, especially to all of us who are interested in investing and improving ourselves. I stand here in two capacities. I stand here in my own capacity, but I also stand here as the representative of our Kabaka of Uganda. Now, when we speak of Uganda, people misconstrue or misunderstand the concept. The Uganda we speak about is about all people. Uganda welcomes all people from all walks of life. What you treasure most, as long as we hold the same values, that's of working together, unity, improving yourself, then you are Kabaka subject. So mayor also you can be, as long as you believe in those underlying principles. When they say Kabaka subject, that means Uganda, you mean everybody, as long as you have these values, you're most welcome. So one of our values is hard work and unity and improving ourselves. And this organization has done well to bring this together, to bring the unity and help people develop themselves. Now, one of the key challenges we have when we talk about development or investment is having the funds or the resources to invest, whether here or back home in Uganda. Now, I think Honorable Seko made a good observation and said, it doesn't matter where you invest. You can invest here, you could invest in Uganda. But there are also lots of opportunities here, but you cannot invest without having resources. So much as we talk about this, we need also to think about how you get the resources or how we can tap into the resources. First of all, through savings, but also more importantly, to work as a community or as a group. Because if you think about all these opportunities they're talking about, how soon are you going to save and have enough resources to go and build a hospital, build a road, or go into these big investments, build houses? One of the easiest way of doing it is to come together as a team. In Uganda, have something called it's a group. If people united as a group, it will make this far quicker than when you wait and save and get this money, because it will take it far longer, maybe it will take 5-6 years, but if you come together and invest, then that becomes far more easier. So I implore you to consider working as a community, especially in a town like Birmingham, where we have so many Ugandans who could move far quicker to achieve our goals. Honorable Seko also pointed out another point that I thought was of interest. That is looking into fresh areas. When people are investing, most people tend to look at these traditional things, Kalenzi, the Nyumba. These are brilliant, but there are also other things that can bring so much money. We talked about the medical things and the medical investment, investing in medicine, investing in transport, electricity. Let's also look at those things. Maybe that could help even our country more faster. Ladies and gentlemen, I traveled with my colleagues to be unfair to sit down without introducing them. So, Mayor, I traveled with my new kind of charge of this area, Reverend Enkochiaga. I don't know why they were pulled with a seated. Now I'm telling you, Mkum here, Mkum behind called Doris Ikiro. And behind that, Mike, I don't know where she is. Now, finally, ladies and gentlemen, and Lord Mayor, we have a function, it's kind of function for the 13th and 15th. It's about Ugandans and we're celebrating our diversity of culture. It's going to be a motor in North London. I'm formally inviting you, sir, Lord Mayor, and all those here, our embassy people are already invited officially. You're invited. We have a 3-day event starts from the 13th to the 15th. On the 13th, we have the elders looking at about etiquette and the responsibility as people. Then on Saturday, we have a grand dinner. Then on Sunday, it's about, again, youth and investment. Investment is the key thing in this community. So if you can't spare time, please, everyone is welcome. It's going to be a very, very good event. So, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you so much, Mbaka Sajja. A round of applause, please, everybody. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some nice pictures with our mayor. He's still in the house with us before he goes quick. So please, I'm gonna ask the team to come and organize here so we can have pictures with our mayor and the rest of the...
So, olunaku olwaleero nga bwe nabagamba tugenda kukola Birmingham Uganda Investment Convention. Ate olunaku olwaleero musanyufu nnyo okuba nga ntudde n'omukungu wa Kabaka. Era kati wenjogerera kati wano ndi Bulange Mmengo era nga ndi n'omukungu wa Ssaabasajja Kabaka mu bufunze ndi ne Ssaabasajja Kabaka mu kizimbe. So nsanyusa okubeerako naawe.
Nange njaba nsanyusa okwanyaniriza era nesimye nnyo kumira ndi mu bubaka wa Ssaabasajja.
Oli mubaka?
Mubaka wa Ssaabasajja mu ssaza lyaffe lya Bungereza, UK na Ireland. Amanya nze Ssaalongo Geoffrey Kibuuka. Ennyabo natuula Kibuga London ne wano tuzze ku convention ya Birmingham teekerateekeddwa.
Maze bbanga ki ng'oli mukungu wa Ssaabasajja?
Amaze nafuuka omubaka wa Ssaabasajja mu May mu mwaka gwa 2013. Ennyabo
ng'omulimu eno kati eno abantu babitegeera bye tukola eno oba mumugezaako banga mubinyikiza?
Abantu babitegeera bulungi nnyo, Kabaka babwagalira ddala. Era kuno Bulaya tulinako amabendebende gwandisa amagombolola 5. Tulina lino eryawange tulimu erya Manchester, tulina erya Scotland, tulina erya South West England, tulina erya North ne Midlands, tuba n'erya East London, Essex and Anglia. So gemabendebende aga 5 era gonna agalimu abantu ba Ssaabasajja.
Kati tutokera ku Ssaabasajja Kabaka ffe tutunuulira ennono eri enzijuvu ekutte. Naate otunula nti eno engeri UK gyetambuzaamu ebintu bya n'omwana akulidde eno byawukanamu. So mwe ng'abakungu ba Ssaabasajja Kabaka mulimu ki gwe mukola eno okulaba nti Obuganda oba kagambe ennono zaffe ze tulina eri eno zisigala zikyatambulira nga bwe kyali badde?
Ennono etandikiramu ebintu bingi, sokedda munono. Mulimu olulimi, mulimu amannya, mulimu n'enneeyisa. Bw'otandikira ku mannya, buli muntu wano
alina erinnya era erinnya kyesooka twawula era buli muntu wana abantu bayita amannya gaabwe nze kibuuka mukyala Bandika ne oli waliwo omukyala Namutebi ekyo kikulaga nti amannya tugakozesa okuzimba ennono. Ekirala kyekyolulimi tufuba nnyo okulaba nga tusomesa abantu baffe ennimi zaffe nga tuyita mu bintu bingi okusookera ddala ku mikolo nga gino tugezaako nnyo okukozesa olulimi Oluganda mu kusinza. Tulina amakanisa, tulina Waterloo basabisa mu Luganda, tulina St. Jude mu South London basabisa Oluganda, tulina UMCC mu Croydon London basinza mu Luganda, tulina mu North London UMCC nabo basabisa mu Luganda, tulina emizikiti mu South London, North London, East London nasabisa mu Luganda, tulina amakanisa abiri agaba Seventh Day mu London gasabisa mu Luganda, tulina ekkanisa empya yatandiseyo Birmingham Kereziya esomesa mu Luganda. Kale ekyo nakyo kituyamba okutambuza ennimi zaffe oba olulimi lwaffe mu nsi muno. Ekirala tulina ebika. Buli muntu abeera mu bika n'ekika mwava. Tulina ababaka b'abataka ab'ebika. Buli kika kirina omubaka waakyo era mu ekyo tugendamu okwegatta ne tuyigiriza olulimi n'ennono yaffe nga tuyitamu ebyo. Kati n'ekirala tulina emizannyo gy'ebika, nti bajja kubeera emizannyo gy'ebika mu London.
Omupiira, kubaka,
okudduka, kusika muguwamu, so badminton n'emizannyo emirala gyonna era gituleeta okwegatta okwo n'okumanya ennono zaffe mu bantu. Ekirala tulina n'ebitabo ebijja ebifulumizibwa ebya Buganda era bituleetera okulaba nga tunnyikiza ennono n'okukwatagana. Okwogatta n'emikolo nga gino tulina okugeza nga 13-15 tunnattabiika wa Buganda ajja kubeeramu omugenyi omukulu ye Katikkiro Oweekitiibwa
Charles Peter
Mayiga n'abaminisita abalala. Minisita atwala wano atwala amawanga g'ebweru Oweekitiibwa Kawuki bonna bajja kuba bali kati n'omu tunnyikirizaamu okunnyonnyola n'okuyigiriza n'okwegatta n'okulaba nga ennono yaffe ennyikira.
Kituufu. Kusomozebwa kikosanga ggwe ng'omukulu wa Kabaka eno naddala mu kunnyikiza ennono mu bannayuganda oba mu baana Baganda.
Okusomozebwa kwe tusanga eno kwe kuli e Uganda. Abantu abamu oluusi okuyiga Oluganda kubatawaanya. Wano webeera kuno oyinza okuba nga omwami n'omukyala Bannayuganda naye ng'omwana baasiibamu bonna baboogera Luzungu ku ssomero gye bamutereka oba gye bamuwa gy'abeera abamulabirira nga boogera Luzungu oba ajja okulabira omwana ng'ayogera Luzungu. Kale oluusi ekireeta obuzibu naye ffe tugamba nti bw'oddayo ne muba nga mwogera olulimi lwammwe ewaka oba muli Bakiga oba muli Baganda oba muli Basoga ne mwogera olulimi lwammwe abaana balukwata. Ate abaana basobola bulungi okukwata ennimi ezisukka mu 5. Kale ffe tukigwako nnyo nti abaana bafuba okulaba nga bayigirizibwa ennimi zaabwe tebannabuzibwa obwongo buli mu sipeesi emala okubanga bakwata ennimi ez'enjawulo.
Kubanga olaba nti nno ewaffe Buganda abaana tubayigiriza Oluzungu nti oluusi n'Oluganda ate abamu bamanyi bapanishinga olwokuba bayogedde Oluganda. Eno yo mu masomero mulina gemuteeka waako ak'enkizo at least naffe ngende batuforcinga okwogera kangaba nakuforcing okwogera Oluzungu.
Eno tebaforcinga kwogera Luzungu naye tulina ffe tetulina mukisa nga bannaffe ababa mu Scandinavia obwo gye bawa waliwo omutemu oguteekwawo okuyamba okunyiga ennimi ez'ekinnansi. Naye kimu kye tukola waliwo amasomero agannakyewa nga sitegedde bisomesa abaana kwiga olulimi Luganda. Tuba n'obutabo bw'Oluganda kulenketa Mbizinga abantu abakulu n'abato batula buli Lwakutaano bakusaamu ne basoma Oluganda tuyitiga ku Zoom tuyiga olulimi Oluganda. Kati ekyo kimu tukozesa okulaba nga abaana bayiga olulimi n'ennono.
Emmere yaffe ey'obuwangwa.
Emmere y'obuwangwa tulina nnyingi ddala. Ekyo kyo kyekisinga kubanga ffe tetuli wala tulina ennyonyi ezijja bunaku. Waliwo amatooke waliwo lumonde nga bw'olabye waliwo waliwo entula waliwo ebijeewa waliwo ennyanja ebikalu buli kimu ekisingira ddala olw'okuba nti ennamba yaffe eweze n'abasuubuzi baweza ate jjukira nti ne bannayuganda tuli bangi n'abayindi abakola bizinesi bannayuganda bakola bizinesi baleeta buli kimu kyetwetaaga ate abayindi bo baatusooka kuno bajja ddako okusinga abalala kati ate ne uganda baana baayo nzaalo yaayo kale basobola okuleeta buli kimu ate olwedi kuno baali balinako netwaka kiyamba naye nga n'abantu baffe abalala baleeta abasuubuzi baleeta buli kyetwetaaga kale emmere tugina era ettooke tulirya
ekitufuula ettooke kubanga liboobedde lisaanidde
kyetubulako olubuto za ndagala zitutawaanya ebisigadde tubifuna
omanyi ffe waffe tulina ku kisaakaate ekiyigiriza abaana baffe ti kati omukyala oluwumba alusibwa bw'ati bafumba bwe bati omukyala ayiteeka bw'ati naye uke mulina ku bisaakaate bwe bityo
omwana wattu ekisaakaate kirina abagereka yajja naggulawo ekisaakaate twakabeera n'ebisaakaate bibiri covid najja owa 2019 ekisaakaate ekyaddako twakikolera ku Zoom era nsuubira omwaka guno era wajja kubeerawo ekisaakaate kiyigiriza abaana empisa ezo ezaffe n'ennono yaffe enyawo
eno baba batuuse okufumbirwa abaana baba batuuse okufumbirwa era tugobera ennono zaffe nga bwe zibeera eri mu kwanjula mu Buganda oba kuba viivi kaweta ku ngalo
nedda tugezaako nnyo okulaba nga ennono yaffe egobererwa abantu abasinga bandyagadde nnyo era bafuba nnyo okulaba nga omukolo gw'okwanjula ogw'embaga egimu ku gyo bakisooka gyombi gibeera ewaffe e Buganda era bateekamu ssente ne bagenda ne babeerayo omukolo ogwo kubanga buli omu ali wano alina abantu kyandibadde kirungi omukolo ogwo abantu abeewammwe nabo ne baba nga basobola okubeera ku mukolo oluusi okufuna visa okugenda kiba kizibu so nga ate okuva eno okugenda eri kiba kizibu nnyo kale ate abasinga obungi nga bali eri kale oluusi emikolo egyo gitwalibwa eri naye bwe giba tegitwaliddwayo era nawano tulina aboogezi baffe balungi tufuna ebifo ebigazi netukola okwanjula okunyitira ddala bulungi sikaagunde tukula ne batula abeene bajja ne bakyala bamala okwanjula nekubeerawo ebintu ebisalibwa era ku lw'omukaaga olujja tujja kubeera n'okwanjula okumu kwe tugenda okubeerako era tubadde n'okwanjula okungi nnyo myaka kubeera kweyongera nekyali nga kito naye kweyongedde nnyo olw'abantu ga nti kankukolere wana bantu nange
kati ekita ky'omwenge ekitwala omukyala mu kijjawo eno wano kirimisa ennyonyi
ekirungi omwenge nga baga nti ogwawasa nnyabo edda kyali nga kita kya mwenge okutakuba mwenge muganda naye olw'obuzibu ebitebere oluusi tuyiya ntukosa guno gwaki ogwa wano ebitatu birina tulina abapangisa ebita ebibbo embugo emikeeka n'ebirala so kati bateekamu oluusi omwenge gwaki
ogwa wano kabiya
oba kasoda netugenda tukkiriza akalombolombo ako naye ogwombo ndoza nenganda omwenge tegukyalabika
omuganda
gwakwasa ne kati simanyi oba wakyaliwo
era ng'olinze ne ku bawala bange
amina
ezo nno nezibeera era nokuba nga boolaba nti no certificates zibaawo Ssaabasajja nga zetutwala mu kwanjula byonna mubikola nga bwe tubikolera ddala
certificate kikulu nnyo wano tukikubiriza nnyo buli muntu ne bw'oba toyanjula okubeera ne certificate okulaga nti oli musajja muganda obwakabaka bwa Buganda tebusolooza musolo naye nga bukola ebintu bingi nga bano okuzimba amasomero amalwaliro technical schools okuddaabiriza embiri naye nga tesolooza ki kale wano tukubiriza nnyo abantu okulaba nga buli omu asobola okufuna certificate eyamba bintu biri ekisooka ddala nolaga nti oli muntu wa kabaka n'ogitimba mu nnyumba muntu wa kabaka tetegeeza muganda buli muntu yonna akkirizibwa mu bwakabaka mwonna ayanirizibwa n'ogitimba onoga nti eyange nagifuna naye ekyokubiri n'okuyamba ku mulimu ogwo ogw'ettendo ogukolebwa obwakabaka bwa Buganda kale certificate tukubiriza abantu bazigule naye si kwanjula kwokka naye buli lw'osobola buli mwaka n'ogula certificate noyamba Obuganda.
Gwe ng'omuntu gwe ng'omukungu kusomoza watya kw'osanze mu kukuŋŋaanya mu kukumaakuma mu kuba obumu n'okwongera okuteekerawo ddala ekinyusi kya Ssaabasajja ffe waffe n'oyimba buyimbi buyimba buli muntu avunnama.
Nawano Ssaabasajja bamutegeera bulungi nnyo era bamuwulira ndowooza okusoomoozebwa okulwo kusinga tawanya ndowooza tutawaanye eno kuweereza ndowooza oluusi obudde obusinkana oluusi beera buzibu okwogera ku nsonga za ssaasajja ezo ekyo kitera okubeerawo mpozi n'ekirala oluusi ekisoomooza ge mawulire engeri gy'oli ewala tufuna amawulire oluusi agatali matuufu abantu baffe ne bafuna amawulire nti kino bwe kiti ate nga si kyekyo kubanga bagafuna ku mikutu egitali gimu oluusi ne bafuna amawulire nga tegabadde geego kale tulina twatandikawo emikutu egyaffe ba websites nga Buganda UK ne social media channels nga Twitter Facebook kubanga tuwa amawulire agaviira ddala ku kimusi oluusi amawulire agamu gajja ne gaba nga amawulire agaleetebwa si geego amatuufu kubanga buli omu yandyagadde nnyo okumanya ebikwata ku Buganda ne Kabaka naye oluusi oli ayinza okujja nagaa nti kino kiri bwe kiri kubanga wandiise ng'ali Uganda ono nalowooza nti kyekituufu kale ekyo oluusi kitusoomooza naye abantu bagenda bategeera nti amawulire agavudde Mengo bakamba baffe bakola omulimu munene nnyo tuweereza amawulire kale amawulire ago naffe tugafuna tetugaba mu bantu abantu balina ennyonta y'amawulire ago kale kituyambye nnyo nti kati gajja mangi ate naffe ne tugateeka mu bantu.
Amiina. Bubaka ki mutumbawumba buweereza?
Obubaka bwempereza okusooka nkwebaza nebaza bonna abadde convention eno bwe bali kujja kubanga omulamwa gwaffe guno mu kisaza gwa bumu waliwo obumu bungi obulagiddwa ate n'omulamwa gwe tukolera ku okwekulaakulanya era guno gwojja n'ojja ng'olese convention okuyigiriza abantu okulima okujjanjaba n'okukola ebintu ebibamu ssente kale omulamwa guno bweba nga wakuŋŋaanye kola kuno ekyobumu n'okwekulaakulanya ekituulira ddala mu kintu kyennyini kyetugobera wano mu kisaza mpozi n'ekirala tujja kuba ne ttamiruka bawe nakugambye okuva nga 13 paka 15 omwezi ogw'omwenda tukubiriza buli omu ajje wegula ettikiti tutandika lwakutaano kuba ne bajja ennyaka bakulu b'ebika bajja kujja olw'omukaaga tujja kuba n'ekyeggulo makeke abagenyi abakulu bangi bujja kubako ebyokulya tujja kuba kusanyuka n'ate n'okuyiga ate olwa Sande tugenda kuba n'abavubuka tujja kuba nako abavubuka bajja kujja okusinga ddala okumanyigana nina okwogera ku byenkulaakulanya tandika otya bizinensi nkyusa nti emirimu tekinologiya yatuyambye atya kubanga omutwe gwaffe gwa tekinologiya n'omuntu wa bulijjo kale tukubiriza buli asobola naawe nnyabo kuyita jangu obeerewo tutambireko oyo okuva 13 paka 15 Edmonton London.
Nyanza gino yanze gwe lwakadde.
Amiina nnyabo webale nnyo kumpa omukisa
Abeera sewo.
Ssaabasajja Kabaka wangaale.